positions. On.
How hard can it be to find a giant ape? There you are.
Damn it!
I'll put a restriction boundary on the site.
There's been a breach on the perimeter at Region Bravo. That's Ape's current location.
Yeah. Abraham's vitals are climbing. Respiration rate, heart rate, body temperature, it's all elevated and increasing. He is not happy. Have security clear the fence line at Bravo and have them report back when they swept the area.
This is Laura from Observation. We have a fence line breach outside Region Bravo. Clear outer perimeter of all civilians. Sweep the area.
Abe's vitals are maintaining at elevated levels.
Oh, Sloan, get her down there. She's the only one he'll want to see anyway.
Laura, we have to comply with our approved exit strategy protocols. Now, Abraham knows she's leaving. That's part why he's upset.
Which is worse? Sloan lets him see her, or his vitals keep increasing towards unsafe levels.
And what happens when Sloan is no longer here to calm him down? If she keeps showing up when he gets upset, he'll never learn to accept the fact that the project is complete and that we're leaving. That she is leaving.
I thought we were on a 72-hour restricted contact. What happened?
There was a breach. Region Bravo perimeter fence line. It was a drone flew in over the electrified fence at Bravo.
A drone? How did it get past the geozone?
The geozone detected and decelerated it. The drone malfunctioned or something. It didn't reverse it, it descended.
Abraham knocked it down.
This thing got that close to Abe? Who was flying it?
Protective Services has taken an individual into custody.
Good.
Abraham's vitals have never reached these levels at any phase of the study group. And now they are peaking beyond safe levels for his condition.
You warned me that he could show signs of depression and anxiety when we initiated the exit phase. Is this any different than you expected?
Sloan, this is a 45-foot tall primate who just got back from space showing extreme physical growth and strains of alien DNA in its blood. We're making this up as we go along with nothing more than educated guesses.
This thing got close enough for him to pose a potential threat, and he knows we're leaving. These are stress responses that I can help reduce if I just let him see me.
Sloan, wait. He sustained those stress responses for much longer than considered normal.
And we don't know what anxiety can do to the alien DNA in his blood, or how he'll react.
Anxiety is a very natural response when you no longer feel safe. This project is complete, but that doesn't absolve us of the responsibility to protect Abe.
I don't think the warranty's gonna cover that.
Is this your equipment?
Sort of looks like it.
Our protective detail order says that your name is Joel Adler.
And what am I being detained for?
Trespassing. There are signs posted everywhere. Why were you out there?
I stayed on the public side of the fence.
Flying a drone that you just admitted was your
I
property.
didn't do anything wrong.
Felony criminal trespass. That's 8 years, a fine of $250,000. You do not have permission to be here.
Where's the memory card? The memory card, do you have it?
Mr. Adler, what are you doing?
Where is the memory card? I want my footage back.
Why were you filming Abraham? Who sent you to film him?
The actions of NASA and RKO Dynamics as a partnering defense contractor. You sent an animal into space for biological study, and when it came back in a mutated condition, you couldn't think of anything better to do than to exploit it as a weapon, because people like you, you're turning this country into a perpetual war machine.
It's been a while since we've had animal rights advocates come all the way out here to
You know
check
what?
on
I'm
Abe.
advocating for Abe's health and well-being.
Mr. Adler, Abraham's health and well-being is our only concern here. Mr. Adler, if your intentions are genuine, you need to understand that your actions today have upset a very, very delicate environment that's essential for Abraham's well-being. You're free to go. But don't come back here or I will press charges. Don't forget your drone.
You know what? You can keep it as a reminder. You can push a wild animal far enough, sooner or later, it'll reach its breaking point.
Sloan? There's something else. The petition has enough signatures to make it a city council. They want Abraham to move out of Warad immediately, not 60 days.
They told me as much out front. I refuse to let Abraham be locked up in some windowless metal cell like he was when he was landed back on Earth without fresh air or freedom of movement.
I'm not the one that you need to convince of this. Sloan. Careful out there. If you sense at any moment that Abraham isn't responding to the colors, call it in. We'll get you to safety.
It's okay. We'll start with purple, let him know things are calm and relaxed, and we'll go from there. Don't worry. Abraham's never given me a reason not to trust him.
Take this. Just in case.
There you are. There's my great babe. We're calm. We're cool. Everything's merry, boysenberry. Yeah, there you go. Make yourself more comfortable. Calm, we're chilling. Only good vibes, you and me, right, bud? wanna play a game? Huh? Let's play ball in the hole, okay? Come on. Come on, Abe. Hey, here's the ball. Ball in the hole. Come on, pick up the ball. Pick up the ball, Abe. Come on. Hey, now. I know. Look, that's why I'm here. Okay, to see you. Abe. Abe, we talked about this, didn't we? How I'm gonna see you a lot less than I did before? I know, it's sad. See? I'm sad too. But Abe, that doesn't mean that this is goodbye. Okay, we'll see each other every chance that we get. I promise. Hey, Abe. Pierce tells me that your stress levels have increased more than normal. You gotta take it easy, bud. At least until we know how that alien DNA in your blood can react to threat stimuli. Hey. I heard about the intruder earlier. I'm really sorry it was able to get that close. You have every reason to be upset. Hey, Abe, don't think for a minute that that means you're not safe. That's an awful feeling.
Sloan, come in. The brass are going to be here soon for the meeting about Mecha Ape.
This is all there is left of our son. His recruitment band.
Father, that ring could belong to anyone from this platoon.
Now this is all I have. He was so handsome when he wore his uniform. So proud of it. The women, they noticed. Those medics were careless to think we wouldn't want this to remember him by. Such disrespect.
The trinket means nothing. He was buried by an honor guard.
They dug a hole with the same shovel they used to put what was left of my son inside of it. Or that he was the pride of my country, and this is how they treat us. Trinket? Wars have been fought over trinkets. You, the vice director of the Foreign Intelligence Division, you of anyone should know this. The Americans come here without any consequences. But they're mistaken, and I want them to know. Their grief, it is no different from ours, Arnett.
They will know.
What you have in front of you are the summary reports from the field tests of the mechanized Apex Peacekeeper experimental tactical command weapon. Here is our target, a chemical weapons factory from Irkutsk, Volodreska.
Looks like a tornado hit it.
This facility in Irkutsk is a converted pharmaceutical factory, a key component in establishing the country's chemical weapons program. It had been heavily guarded by military patrols.
Yes, and multiple intelligence intercepts confirmed that there were in fact manufactured weapons housed in that facility.
And production capabilities were in use?
That is correct. This operation neutralized a critical asset, the Veladrezhkin chemical weapons program. It crippled their production capabilities and kept those materials from being deployed on civilians.
Right, bombing a stockpile of chemical agents, of course, puts surrounding populated areas and innocent bystanders at risk of exposure to those deadly toxins. But the Mecha Ape can do the same thing without these explosives, therefore lowering that risk.
Where is it now?
Well, currently we have Mecha Ape being degloved of its fur sheathing for a preliminary diagnostic evaluation, and then we'll have it sent to Rambaldi Army Airfield, and Laura and I will meet the C-130 upon its arrival.
Okay, well, all that leaves now is the matter of Abraham.
Abraham remains the property of NASA, and we intend to keep him under observation.
Not at WARAD. I've been informed of a petition that's already been submitted by the Shable City Council by a group of local citizens who don't want Abraham in their backyard anymore. No doubt you've all seen the people outside.
Yes, and we are ready to address all of their concerns at our next City Council meeting.
No. The Pentagon assumes collaborative control over Abraham based on the 2020 Memorandum of Understanding between the DoD and NASA. Are we clear?
Where do you plan on housing Abraham if it's not at WARAD? We've been making great strides removing Abraham from a daily routine that's been his life for the past 18 months, but it needs to be done slowly in order to avoid any stress-induced triggers that could cause him...
Could cause what? Send him on another rampage? Like in DC?
We've been administering plasma suppressors to mute any influence of the alien DNA in his behavior.
Plasma suppressors? Dr. Pierce, can you assure us that his alien DNA won't reactivate some extraterrestrial command capability? It will direct him to attack other major cities?
Sloan, the Mecha Ape program is complete. Abraham has fulfilled his duties. We will be taking him into DoD custody.
Yeah, but that is no life for him.
Your efforts to house him on an island or wildlife sanctuary have been denied. WARAD was your last chance.
General, please. Abraham is an extremely intelligent being. He's capable of the same confusion and sadness that any animal would feel if their freedom had been taken from them.
Sloan, we have taken every available precaution to prevent separation anxiety in a giant ape.
Abraham has become extremely close to us. Sloan in particular. If you lock him up and take him away from contact of the outside world, it will devastate him.
We could move him to a classified facility where he could live out the rest of his days without these stress-induced triggers you're so concerned about.
Sounds like you just want to send him to a farm upstate.
We've seen firsthand the power this animal is capable of. The Pentagon places an extremely high value on safeguarding any asset that has the capability for that kind of destruction. We believe it's part of the payload from a B-52 Stratofortress that broke up over Maryland in March of 1968.
Sir, the Stratofortress was equipped with a pair of 1.2 megaton yield Mark V9 thermonuclear bombs.
What kind of danger does this pose for the public?
The device was partially armed when it separated from the aircraft. The arming sequence had already started, but multiple arming mechanisms would still need to engage in order for it to pose a threat.
Unless the core is decaying.
We transported the Mark 9 to a DEG research laboratory, where EOD will take custody and examine it before removing the core.
Sir, we will need to issue a public safety statement about this.
Okay. Well, the device is 60 years old. It was underwater since the Johnson administration. There is no danger whatsoever to the public. We've removed it, taken it to a safe place, and are deactivating it.
Very good, sir.
What do you have?
Satellite images, radio traffic, all pointing to the discovery of one of their broken arrows.
fishing vessel has recovered a thermonuclear device 24 miles off the coast of Virginia. We believe it is a Mark V9. They are moving the weapon to a facility in the state of Indiana under the authority of the U.S. military.
That is a great opportunity.
Yes. We must go right away. We will need munitions and communications.
Consider it's done.
We will meet you in Indiana.
Well, this is Indiana.
I want everything up and running in 1 hour.
Their weapon. Is it viable?
Our information suggests the thermonuclear stage is still intact.
When does it arrive at this lab?
It is already en route in one of their SGTs.
If I've given up a very small window to infiltrate and extract.
This is why you are here, Zara. Why I have selected all of you to carry out this objective for the great sovereignty.
And is our great sovereignty aware we are carrying out this objective on their behalf? Vice Director?
The Americans believe they own the world, and that this gives them the right to send their war machines to any place that serves their interests. History must learn from this mistake. The FID alone is duty-bound to carry out this mission and turn their own war machine against them.
Let's give her a hand. She has guts.
Proceed.
Reassigning LiDAR data packet format. Editing master Dominion channels for remote capture. Target radius in 2 minutes.
Wake it up.
Madam Deputy Secretary, I hope this means you've had a change of heart when it comes to Abe's... What? When was this?
What is it? What's wrong?
ATC lost contact with the plane in around 4:18 this morning somewhere over northern Indiana, and the reports of debris spread out for miles all over the area. Some of it may have even landed in Lake Michigan, but none of it's from Mecha Ape. It's only from the transport itself.
How is that possible?
Debris in that area means something must have happened after the initial descent. Mecha Ape would have never survived a crash at that altitude.
Yeah, that might be the case. GPS and PNT backup have been non-responsive. They can't locate Mecha Ape.
Wait, they can't locate it? So no one knows where it's at. Are they serious?
Look, we're going on site scene to help with the investigation right now. We'll know more when we land. Okay?
In this sideshow, the ape has to go! In this sideshow, the ape has to go!
Send him back to where he came from. He belongs in a zoo.
Dr. Nelson, this is security. That individual from this morning is back. Says he's a professor and something about plasma suppressors.
He actually said plasma suppressors. All right, I'll speak to him.
Years, right?
Professor Adler? Is that a joke?
No joke. I'm chairman of the astronomy department at Rankin College. Look, all this time, humans have been searching for intelligent life out there in the universe, but we have it now in Abraham, and it's bigger than we could have ever imagined.
Is that what you were doing at WARAD? Studying him? Trying to provoke some kind of extraterrestrial response to him, huh? Trying to prove one of your theories? Sloan told you not to come back.
No, look, I know. Okay, I know, but you studied Abraham's blood. You'll understand what I have to say.
Make it quick.
Okay, look, my drone. All right, he attacked it when I got too close. I mean, he could have ignored it, but something that small, that insignificant, I mean, he viewed it as a threat. And his vitals peaked, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so look, we saw what Abraham and that lizard did in Washington, D.C. And the conspiracy theorists online are going nuts about alien mind control, which is crazy. I mean, it sounds crazy. But if it's not, if that's the case, you would have used a plasma suppressor to target that alien DNA. And I have a theory about that DNA. I think it's going to go dormant. Listen, you study apes. You're one of the best there is. But I study astrophysics and extraterrestrial life. I can help.
So why am I giving you some of my time?
Think of it as a virus, okay? The viral DNA uses our cells to replicate itself, and the body fights back, trying to stop the invading virus from replicating. So, except it can't get rid of all of the remnants of that alien DNA. It's stuck to our genetic code. So, the body has no option but to just shut down.
Making the viral DNA dormant. Yeah, that was the basis of plasma suppressors. Speed up the process.
Okay, but the alien DNA can still mutate in that dormant state. Look, how smart is this alien DNA? Is it fighting against Abraham, or is it smart enough to choose to surrender?
What do you mean, to surrender? Do you think that it's lying in wait to, what, make defects in Abe's genes to cause some major reaction in him?
Look, our genes, our DNA, it makes up 60% of our personality. How we understand, how we listen, how we think, how we react, how we overreact in our environment. Hey, what if it's not the plasma suppressors that are keeping that alien DNA dormant? What if it's smart enough and it's choosing to do that? Effectively just lying, waiting, changing Abe's genetic structure, letting the virus replicate.
There's no telling what that would do to Abraham.
No, and if he freaks out again, I mean, it could be 10 times worse than what happened in D.C.
The robot vacuum has mapped out the main floors of the DEG lab contained to these sections. We have the reception lobby, main corridors, laboratories, the break room.
Common areas for employees.
Security guard post, located here.
There are 4 guards on patrol of the first floor at all times, 4 more on the second floor, all under a watchful eye of facial recognition surveillance software.
We must do this without alerting second floor detail.
And by the time they realize what happened, the device will already be ours.
We have received photographic intel from the internal surveillance.
We already know the nuclear disposal laboratories are on the first floor.
That leaves 3 possible sections where the Mark V9 will be housed and dismantled.
Behind highly strict, very sensitive keycard scanners and barometric readers.
Their security personnel will assist us with those.
Your dummy robot vacuum mapped everything pretty quickly.
Sometimes the easiest Trojan horse attack is to see what they've already allowed inside of their homes and workplace, instead of using brute force on their cybersecurity.
It's not bad.
Hey, perhaps I have a future in your counterintelligence department.
For a little robot, show me what you can do with a bigger one, and maybe we can talk.
You will see, Zara. They all will.
Sloan use color communication with Abraham?
Yeah. They emit high lumen multicolor LED beams.
Jeez. You weren't kidding. I can see this from space, right?
Yeah, well, we had to figure out a way for Abe to understand us, considering the enormous size difference. Sloan, she developed this method of communication using colors to express what she wanted to say. So purple was when she was calm, orange when she was under distress, green when she was sad, yellow happy, and then red was the last resort, when she showed urgency, anger, for him to stop, back off, for her to show him that she was serious.
And this worked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was incredible how quickly he took on to it. It was the beginning of a bond that made them close, when they could understand what each other was saying.
Hey, you think I could use it? You know, get face-to-face with Abe?
I'm afraid this is the closest you're going to get to Abraham today. Any closer, and I'd have to deal with Sloan.
Yeah, right.
No.
Every member of the security team for day and evening shifts, categorized by their seniority and when they're scheduled to work.
Just in time. Blank has solved our alarm situation.
I'm exploiting the main problem instead of solving it. This is an extreme security apparatus. We could be working for weeks to find a way inside of the system and blind the cameras.
And we don't have weeks.
No, we don't. So we don't blind them. I turn the cameras against themselves. This lab's facial recognition software records every face it sees, including the guards. So I assign a worm to one of the guards' faces in the system. When the camera sees that face, the worm is triggered. And we let the system do the work of infecting itself.
Be one of the guys from out of here.
And that infection will start a playback loop that replays the last 5 hours of surveillance footage stored on their cloud.
They will never know we are inside.
It's the best I could do on such a short period of time.
Very good. Intercepts have the Mark V9 arriving at DEG in 2 hours and 35 minutes.
This one. It looks mean.
Peter Elliott. Nice to meet you.
Sloan Foster, this is Laura Miller of NASA. Deputy Secretary Boyd of the DoD granted us clearance. We're here about the weapon system that was on board that plane.
Arnott, we are ready.
Pavla de Piranha. I wonder who really is the brains behind our objective. Now it's no secret why we're keeping this a secret from FID headquarters.
I'm sure there's only one whom Arnaud is more fearful of. And to tell you the truth, in Pavla's day, I too would choose the harsh prison camp at Drolj over denying the Piranha revenge for her son.
Your attention. Once this begins, there is no stopping it. There will be no second thoughts. You will each take a weapon. We will split into 3 teams. I want constant contact until the Mark V9 is located in the lab. We have map of inside. We know where the threats lie. And 3 possible locations for the dismantled laboratory. Once the Mark V9 arrives, facility will go on maximum lockdown. We must be inside before this happens.
There's security protocols. These have been bypassed already?
Affirmative.
Now, let the Americans witness the terror they have built.
Entering destination coordinates for autonomous control.
This is SAR Command. We have something rising out of the sand.
Mecha Ape's initiated mobilization command cycle. What is happening?
All systems at full status. No damage reports. The Mecha Ape is in motion. The sand dunes cushioned its fall from the plane, as planned.
Very good. Suit up. We move out.
We've arrived at the DEG site. Prepare to infiltrate.
Remember, we need the guard to activate the security worm with the cameras. The worm is now active. They'll be watching the same camera footage on loop.
The warhead just arrived. Site looks clear. Go ahead for lockdown.
SGT on site, SGT on site. Device about to go on facility. All posts go max lockdown.
Madam Deputy Secretary, it's going faster. Mecha Ape has been activated outside my control. The inventory capacity on Mecha Ape allows for it to cover a lot of ground in very little time. Come on, let's go. I have to get into the instrument column of Mecha Ape.
That is not an option at the moment, Sloan. We don't even know where it is.
Follow the wreckage.
Sir, the Air Force National Guard is scrambling F-35s to engage.
I want to know how this super weapon went rogue and started leveling family homes.
We are trying to ascertain the cause of this right now.
I need to know who or what we're dealing with and shut it down. Right now. Shut it down.
The unidentified mechanized weapon continues to leave a trail of destruction heading northwest. There have been reports of 2 downed military jets, as well as countless property damage and thick smoke for miles. So far, 34 people have been injured, but fortunately, no fatalities. If you're in that area, turn around and stay away from the downtown span. It was last seen heading toward Honda Square.
Honda Square, go to the downtown span.
He just said to stay away from that area.
Laura,
what are you thinking?
I have to get on board!
On board, Mecha Ape?
If I don't get access to the manual control compartment and get into the instrument column, we won't be able to stop it. We know where it's heading, just go there.
There! Stop the car! Drop it out!
That is an insane idea, Sloan. It's not gonna work.
Mecha Ape has been hijacked. Okay.
Come on, Sloan, answer your phone, please. Tell me you made it. I know you made it. You're not dead.
Laura.
Sloan! You're alive. Where are you?
Laura, the command line interface has been accessed. Someone's rewritten the prompts. The LiDAR data packets have been breached. The master to mini channels have been edited.
Laura, someone else has control of the Mecha Ape right now.
Whoever did this, they programmed coordinates into the autonomous control. They're directing the Mecha Ape to a specific location. Wait. I've been locked out of data at a command. I can't reprogram anything on here. Okay, Laura, take down these coordinates. Just figure out what's at this location.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Laura. Wait, Laura, where are you? And where's Sloan? What? How did this happen?
I hit the security guard post. 3 of the guards taken in here. 1 more is on patrol in the building.
Not anymore.
He didn't put up much fight.
They never do, my dear.
There it is. We have eyes on the device.
Laura, did you find these coordinates?
Sloan, those coordinates are for a place called DEG Research Labs. It's a nuclear materials lab.
Storage facility?
They bring decommissioned warheads to that location.
Wait, Mecha Ape isn't steered to that location. We have to warn them.
I'll have to head to that location then. Hold on, Laura. I think there's something else.
Wait, I think I recognize.
What is it? Sloan?
It's programming language. It's foreign, but I've seen it before. Yeah, it's an esoteric code used by troll farms of the Voldrescan intelligence. They've designed it to be incomprehensible to outsiders. Oh my god. The Voldrescan FID have taken control of Mecha Ape. But they won't keep it.
What more do we know?
Defense Intelligence, the NSA, Office of the DNI, the CIA. There was no chatter of any kind of potential attack. Every communique intercepted by foreign services didn't even hint at any kind of prior warning of something of this magnitude on our soil.
Did somebody fail to connect the dots with the intercepts?
Sir, the DNI insists there were no dots to connect here. This wasn't a failure of intelligence. There just was no advanced warning.
So this weapon malfunctioned. Is that what you're telling me?
Based on the information we have at this time, that does seem to be a possibility.
Then who would know for sure? NASA? The people that built it? Where are they?
Sir, I would order a 3rd wave mobilization of the National Guard. Take this thing out. By air or land, but take it out.
That thing is a walking arsenal. The first 2 waves were completely ineffective. That would only be adding to collateral damage.
What would you suggest, Audra?
Jesus H. Christ. We got another Washington, D.C. on our hands. We need to set the tone. We need to fight this with an appropriate response.
Sir?
Sir?
We don't need to send more National Guardsmen to die. We'll send the ape. Abraham.
Abraham? You're gonna send another one of those things out there?
Abraham has a size advantage we lack. I don't know what other choice we have. Nuclear's not an option.
Wait a minute. The president can suspend certain protocols under Congress.
That's posicomatitis. That only applies for the aftermath of a natural disaster or an act of terror.
That puts more troops at play. It's not happening.
Yes, but this counts for both. Look what's happening out there.
Aftermath, not active engagement.
Even with an emergency order, what would you suggest we do that the Air National Guard and the Army National Guard hasn't tried?
Sir, I don't know, but what I do know is more bombs on the street of Main Street, USA, only threatens more American lives.
And the larger they get, the more fallout we have. I know it's unorthodox, but you built this walking arsenal. Well, congratulations. Hell of a job. But that leaves us with one option to take it down. And it better work.
Check the magnetic sheath. We're behind schedule. We need to be out front in 2 minutes or we're in trouble. Come on, come on.
Shut me out of the command interface. Shut down the weapon CPU.
The only thing is that the National Guard will come there to stop it. Now, what is Sloan thinking? She's in their crosshairs. She's liable to get killed. Hold on. Those are helicopters.
Oh, crap.
They're headed for Warhead. Come on.
Laura, there are military helicopters approaching Warhead.
Pierce, what are you talking about?
They must be here for Abe.
Are you sure?
3 of Mecha Ape's weapon systems have gone offline.
Get them back on. We have no time to waste.
I am working on it. Their CPUs, they have all gone into shutdown. Move it! Mecha Ape approaching. Strike targeted building. I've rebooted remote armature command control. Hurry! Do it quickly. Get out of the way. I'm bringing the arm down.
Is this what you call cooperative control?
Dr. Nelson, you were fully aware.
You send a fleet of helicopters without any warning? Did you not listen to a word we said? This will only upset him.
It's for his own protection, just until the Mecha Ape is contained.
Protection against what?
Dr. Nelson, we will continue to rely on your expertise for his care, but right now, we are in an emergency situation. Lives are at stake.
We're making it as painless as possible for Abraham. Just a mild sedative fired from a...
No guns, please!
Dr. Nelson, stand down. It's too late. The orders have been given.
No. You're making a huge mistake. Okay, what you're doing is gonna have cataclysmic consequences. Okay, it's Strangeland theory. You put an animal in a foreign place, it fights back against it. You put it at home, it fights to protect it. Okay, it's basic premise. Look, Ape is a victim of NASA's cruel scientific biological experiments and the impacts of spaceflight. I mean, you sent that animal into space, okay? And when he got back, he didn't recognize Earth as his home. So he's fighting. He's trying to find where he belongs.
Who is this? Who invited him here?
Madam Deputy Secretary, listen to me very carefully. Sloan is aboard the Mecha Ape.
You mean Sloan is aboard the... What is he talking about?
In this? No. What? No, she's trying to prevent any more damage. I suggest you follow her lead.
What does that mean?
Lead Abraham at Warhead. There's no telling how much worse this is going to get if you don't.
Which is precisely why we're taking control of him now.
No. Ma'am, listen. We're trying to warn you, okay? You are making a massive mistake.
Just tell us where you're taking him.
I can't. Not right now.
Foster, what is she doing in there?
Apparently, she's attempting to shut it down, sir.
From inside the thing?
Yes, that's my understanding of the current situation.
You don't think she's behind this, do you?
Sir, I've known Sloan a long time. As bizarre as it may sound, she's not behind this.
Well, I hope she realizes if it comes down to a decision between her and tens of thousands of lives, I got no choice.
Sir, everything that Dr. Nelson has been telling us about Abraham suggests when he discovers she's in there, he'll tear that thing to pieces to get her out.
So that makes him our best chance to stop it.
Yes, sir. I'll be in touch once we're in the air.
I'm at the White House in 10 minutes. POTUS is in a secure location.
George 8 is no more. All units move into position. Multi-point airlift evac.
Are the weapon systems back online?
I've rebooted most of the CPUs, but we have another problem. Someone is inside the Mecha Ape. This person is probably the one who shut them down.
Who is inside? I thought the weapon operated on its own.
How do you know someone is inside?
They have made multiple attempts to access the command interface from the manual control compartment.
And this compartment is on board?
Yes.
What harm can they do? We have control of that abomination. The warhead has been taken by it.
You said manual control. Can they override your program?
I've locked all the command ports to the operating system.
They shut off the CPUs before. Can they do this again?
Not anymore. I've locked them off. I suppose the only damage they could do now is, I guess, taking apart the mechanical ape bolt by bolt.
And what if they start doing this and then go for those CPUs first?
It won't go for the CPU. If the CPUs become disconnected from the system, the weapon systems fire automatically. It is standard fail-safe protocol.
There's a nuclear warhead! There's a nuclear warhead!
that noise! Evacuate the city!
There's a nuclear device attached to Mecha Ape. That's why they targeted DEG Lab. There's a live warhead on board. I've seen it, and I think they plan on detonating it in Chicago. And Laura, there's something else. The Pentagon is using Abraham to stop that from happening.
I want updates every half hour until every piece of wreckage is accounted for.
Audra Boyd.
The Volodreskin FID has assumed control of Mecha Ape.
Sloan, are you okay? Are you on board?
Put her on speaker.
Okay. Sloan, you're on speaker. I'm here with General Dean and the Secretary of Defense.
It's the Volodreskin Foreign Intelligence Division. They've hijacked Mecha Ape, and they've attached a nuclear device to it. I'd say I'm about 7 miles outside of Chicago.
They got the Mark V9 out of that facility.
That's impossible. It can't be.
She's got eyes on it. I believe her.
Evacuate the city immediately. I'm gonna attempt to disable the tether system. It governs the central mechanics and the central power generators. It should disable all the electrical mechanics and the stabilizers and the armatures and the mechanics of the weapon system. They'll still be live, they just can't be operated.
We'll initiate evacuation measures immediately.
And Boyd, Abraham is injured. Find him and contain him.
Affirmative, but Sloan, take care of yourself and just make sure the Mecha Ape doesn't reach Chicago. That's a 1.2 megaton bomb it's carrying.
Foster, this is Defense Secretary Hamilton. Listen to me. If that bomb activates, you gotta dispose of it before it detonates. And it's gotta be somewhere very, very deep.
Where would she go?
Disabled Park? That might be deep enough. It's a giant hole.
Why is there a giant hole in the middle of Chicago?
The Chicago Spire. It's supposed to be the tallest building in Chicago before they canceled it, after they drilled into pure bedrock 100 and some feet. That may be our best chance if this goes sideways.
Sloan, the city is being evacuated.
Understood.
So Abraham is wounded.
There are multiple sightings of him across 3 states, but no credible sources have been able to locate him.
You can't just lose a giant ape.
Unless he's dead. Sir, if Abraham has indeed succumbed to his injuries, we need to order a quick and decisive counterattack.
That is a very credible argument, sir.
But if he is alive, he might be injured so badly, he can't put up a fight.
Live coverage of the disaster unfolding right now. What appears to be some type of large autonomous mechanized weapon system.
They have used the ape. Weapon systems?
All weapon systems online, ammunition counts above 85%.
Keep monitoring.
The jet is ready for our departure. Traffic patterns throughout the city are congested from the first attack.
The warhead will reach Chicago soon. Tell Zara we're going home.
And when we do return, the FID will be waiting to take us into custody.
Acting without their knowledge was the only way to keep American intelligence in the dark. If our own agency did not know what we were doing, neither would the Americans.
Arnott, we do not have to go back. We disappear for good.
What's done is done. For our son and our country. I am prepared to take responsibility for my actions and accept whatever consequences may come.
We have a problem. The Mecha Ape is showing a gradual decrease in power. Sloan?
Hey, where are you?
Picking up Pearson Adler. I had NASA send them in from MORAD. Taken tracking his levels. It's already spiking past designated safe levels. Sloan? Are you still there?
Yeah, I dismantled the tether system, and the power is decreasing slowly, but we're too close.
What do you mean you're too close?
We're only about 5 miles outside of the city. Tether's decreasing.
Too slowly. I can't power down in time.
Abraham saw me. He knows I'm in here. I'll need him. I can color communicate with him. He's probably searching for Mecha Ape by now.
You won't have to look that far. That thing is taller than him.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna step out on the maintenance platform and see if I can spot him.
Laura, I can't get out. The hatch door's stuck. I must have gotten damaged during the fight.
You can't proceed without plan if you're trapped in there. Abe could kill you without knowing.
No. Abe's never given me a reason not to trust him.
Sloan dismantled the tether, but it's powering down too slowly.
Abe's vitals are climbing. He's getting way too dangerous.
She needs him to help her to stop Mecha Ape before he goes all warhead and goes off. Wait. She's using color comp.
Wait, she's still inside?
Yes, and she can't get back out the same way she got in.
No, okay, wait, is there any other exits?
None. It's a maintenance access. She shouldn't even be there.
Sloan's putting her life on the line, but we can help her.
How?
Abraham's vitals, they're extremely elevated. So when he confronts Mecha Ape, they're gonna peak.
Okay, and we don't know what would happen at that point.
However we stop, whatever happens, we've got to sedate him again.
And you don't think that's gonna make it worse?
We're not gonna trank him. Aerosol.
Okay, all right, but if it's airborne, it has to be concentrated. Way more concentrated than what they used last time.
How do we administer it?
My plane's that way. Okay, let's go.
Let's go. aliens. You gotta get closer to them. Abraham and Mecha Ape have landed in the city.
Failing. Keep going, Abe! A little more and I can shut down the weapons mechanism. Yeah. You smash this thing until I tell you to stop! Laura, we're in big trouble. Sloan? Sloan, where are you? Abraham's going crazy, and I can't get him to stop. He's damaged the cable power reactor, and if he keeps smashing Mecha Ape, the reactor will melt down. Are you all right? Sloan! I have to stop Abe. I have no choice. Sloan! Sorry, I can't hear you. Abraham's gone crazy. He won't stop attacking Mecha Ape. The kilopower reactor's damaged. She's lost complete control of him.
The nuclear warhead is on the Mecha Ape. If the kilopower reactor goes into full meltdown, it'll be hot enough to trigger that nuke. She has got to stop Abraham.
Sloan! Are you there? Stop it! Stop, please! Please, Abe! Stop! Please, I don't want to hurt you. Please, Abe!
too fast. When we reach target elevation, Pierce, pull that lever.
I see Abraham moving! I think he's trying to stand up!
What? There's no way he could have survived that.
Oh, with that alien DNA in his system, it probably accelerated his immunity and his healing ability. There's an absolute way he could survive that. Not yet, Pierce. Wait for me to tell you. Okay, now!
Damn it! I missed him! We completely missed him!
We're in trouble here, guys. Brace yourselves!
Maybe we need to rethink the design on the next version.
No new version. The Mecha Ape program is done. No more. There's only room in this town for one ape, and he's it.
Maybe now the Pentagon will give him a hero's reward.
Yeah, if the Pentagon wants to hassle anyone, how about the guys who did this? Give them a hard time instead.
Yeah.
be no hero's welcome for a son. How daft are you, throwing away distinguished career when all you've done, all we've done, is to fight for the glory of sovereignty?
We have failed. The tribunal may still show mercy.
I'm not ready to take that risk.
Perhaps that is something you should have thought of before.
Perhaps you should think how to talk to me more nicely.
We would be fugitives the rest of our lives. The FID will find us, kill us both. No tribunal necessary.
Now that risk, I'm willing to take. Do we both step off this plane now, or shall you choose a different destination other than home?
Private island? Nobody for miles? Come on, look at that place. It's paradise.
Definitely a far cry from what the Pentagon had planned for him.
Abe saved millions of lives. The least we could do is try to improve the quality of his.
Does this arrangement still fall under the cooperative control agreement?
He's all yours. NASA has sole custody. If Abe's happy, we're happy. Because I've seen him when he's not.
Yeah, and he seems to like it here.
I have to agree. So do I.
So what do you think?
I think we're home.